Alright. Welcome to SideboardMTG. My name's Eric, and it's time for the Patreon games. It's time for our August decks. We've got some pretty cool decks for you guys. I hope you enjoy them. If you do, give them a thumbs up. Let other people get a chance to see these guys' decks. And if you want to get in on September's Patreon games, the link is the first link in the description box below. Take you over to Patreon. There's some descriptions there of how you can get your decks played. Also, we'll be doing donation bonuses, and so if anyone wants to donate 20 bucks for a game, I will give you a deck tech and a game. And if anyone wants a league played, that is the price point we've put on that is 50 bucks. That covers the league, competitive league, and covers all 5 games. So if I do play those, I will not be dropping if we go 0-3. I'll play all 5 games out, and we'll start that from there. Either way, I hope you guys liked tonight's decks, and if you want to check them out, play them yourselves, the links are in the description box below, and that'll take you over to manatraders. If you don't have a manatraders account, you can sign up. If you do, you might want to save yourself some money by using the coupon code below. Alright, that's it. That's all of our YouTube spiel, all of those things. So let's start talking about some decks, right? What's up, guys? How's everyone doing? I think we're still waiting on a couple things to load here. That should smooth things out a little bit. Maybe my mouth will start moving, right? Hola, amigos! What's up, Logic? How you doing? Justin Clay for the Horde, Madness, Brendan Hall, James Carr, P Fatty. We've got a bunch of people in here. B-Dub. What's up, B-Dub? How you doing? Anyway, so we're going to start off tonight with our Jaya's Torment deck. Now, this one is by Lamp. Lamp's there, right? Lamp's always at this weird angle. I don't know. It's something to do with how the camera's. So, I don't know. It just makes Lamp look like he's at this weird angle. Anyway, yeah. Lamp's here. What's up, Lamp? The guys are shouting at you, Lamp. Anyway, Lamp's bulb should be coming in soon. So, that'll be cool. I ordered his bulb just a few days ago, and we should be getting the bulb soon. And hopefully that'll work, and this way he can interact with the stream. You guys can interact with Lamp. That sort of thing. So, right, Justin, yours is first. This is a deck by Justin Clay here, well known in chat. If you guys talk in chat, I'm sure you know who Justin is. And some of you are really gonna like this. Okay, 3 mainboard copies of Banefire, 3 mainboard copies of Torment of Hellfire, 3 mainboard copies of Battle at the Bridge. And then we've got some other really cool stuff, like the Eldest Reborn, Hour of Devastation to wipe the board. I'm a little bit on the fence about Hour of Devastation when we're running 4 Jaya Ballards. But, I mean, worst case scenario, we uptick Jaya, take her to 6, cast a Hour of Devastation, and we're left with the only Planeswalker on the battlefield. It could happen. It could happen. It could be pretty sweet. Either way, we've got 4 copies of Jaya, and that's going to be one of the big ways that we're trying to ramp in to, these Banefires and Torment of Hellfires and things like that. Even the Ribbons part of Cut to Ribbons, absolutely terrific with Jaya Ballard. And if we get lucky enough to have, Chandra and her mentor on the battlefield at the same time, we're upticking for 5 additional mana that turn to cast one of these huge spells. Not to mention all the cards that we, all the land that we have in the first place. So, Justin pointed out a nice little interaction for me that wasn't just instantly apparent. You can play Jaya, uptick Jaya, and then cast a Sweltering Suns off of that. So your turn 5 could just be, bam, I'm putting something on the board, removing everything you got on the board, and just go from there. Now, you've also got Vraska's Contempt. We've got Fight with Fire, so, we can cast that. And yes, you can use Jaya's mana to, cast Fight with Fire with its kicker. So awesome there. Now you can't use Jaya's mana to cycle this sorcery. Now unfortunately you can't do that. It has to be spent casting instants and sorceries, not cycling them. But a lot of interaction there. And then as far as early stuff, we got magma sprays and double cast. Now I'm sure if Rush is there, Rush is really going to like double cast. What's up, Jared? How you doing, sir? And Elijah, hi. No primal amulet in this one. We do have some pretty cool stuff over here in the sideboard. Let's pull this over and take a look. A card that I have always liked, but just never really got around to playing with it, and right now might be one of the better times to play with it. By force, just 1 red and X, and we'll just destroy a whole bunch of artifacts, right? Just as much as we want to, as much as we can afford anyway. And we've got some more planeswalkers here. Angrath the Flame Change is getting that incremental damage and stuff like that. So, did I see Professor's predictions for Ravnica? No, I spent all day watching the replays of LA, GP Los Angeles. So I still don't. I know the outcome, but I've still got to watch the semifinals and the finals. That's where I'm at. So yeah. Justin says he hates mono blue artifact deck, and that's why those Bi-Forces and 3 copies of Abrade in this deck, and possibly even the Duresses to go along with it. Doomfall's really good here. A couple copies of Doomfall, and then Argyle's Bloodfast, so that we can just turn our life total into drawing more cards. And of course, if you run up against the Scarab God or Hazard or something, maybe we want another copy of Vraska's Contempt. But that is our first deck. That's what we're going to be playing right off the rip here, guys. Hope you enjoy. What do we got? What is going on? I gotta kill some stuff. We got to kill some stuff. All right, we'll see if that helps a little bit. See if we can pick up a little bit more stream quality. Bam, there we go. What's up, guys? A little bit better stream quality there. There we go. Well, long story short, he predicts no shock lands and no masterpieces. Oh, and insane legendary creatures. Sounds like he's going safe with it, right? I don't actually think we're getting shock lands. I thought we would get enemy cycle lands. That's actually what I thought would happen. The format just looks like it's built for enemy cycle lands. Like we'll be losing friendly cycle lands, and then where are they at? We get to keep the Dragon Skull Summits from Ixalan and stuff like that. So like enemy cycle lands would just kind of push us in a completely different direction. I just think the format's like ready for enemy cycle lands. As of right now, we got the friendly ones, like the blue-black cycling and stuff like that. But is it cycling and stuff like that? If they would bring those out, that would really, really benefit the mana base, and it just seems like it's a good choice to make. So that was actually my prediction, that we would have enemy cycle lands. But, you're just taking shots in the dark when you're trying to guess at what Wizards is going to print. So, we'll see. But, an Is It cycling land would be so sweet to go along with some Sulphur Falls. Those red-blue Wizards would just go ham. Although, I don't know. It is unlikely to be... cycling is unlikely to be a supported mechanic. Maybe, maybe not. From what I understand, cycling is moving into evergreen mechanics, so we're more likely to see cards with cycling just overall. So yeah, I mean, granted there's going to be those sets that have cycling mechanics and stuff like that, but you don't think that cycling is going to be an evergreen mechanic? Okay, all right. That's just what I think would fit. Like, if they would give us those enemy cycling lands, I think that'd be great. What's up, Lee Penrose and Paulo? How you doing? How you doing? No way, especially since Amonkhet rotates out and cycling isn't going to be an evergreen mechanic. Okay. Maybe you're right, Madness. Yeah. I was just, you're shooting in the dark when you're speculating, man. So, I just think that would be the best lands to print for us. So, to keep the format healthy. But, we'll see. They've got to give us some kind of dual land. I mean, I doubt that we're just going to set with no dual land. And Guilds of Ravnica is all about 2-color guilds and things like that. So, Most of the guilds of Ravnica are all two-colored, so I don't expect like tri-lands or anything like that. But those were great. I really missed the tri-lands from the days of you know, Mantis Rider and things like that. You know, one day I'll be in the Patreon, maybe on November, since your auction for your cards are done. Well, awesome, Paulo. That'll be great, man. It'll be great to have you, and I look forward to seeing some of the decks you post. You mean it's Ravnica? It's bound to give us some insane stuff, right? Like, how many times can they go back to Ravnica, right? Like, it's kind of it. I mean, I don't really see us coming back to Ravnica, and they're really hammering in all that old lore, you know, trying to lock in all those you know, older squad and stuff. What's up, Sean? How you doing? And I think that once Ravnica is over, it's going to really free up, you know, the imagination. It's going to free up their ability to stay relevant with current day stuff. So, enemy colored pain duels are due. It's been a long time. When's the last time that we had what was it? Sheevan Reef? Sheevan Reef? Yeah. You want to go back to Mirrodin? Me too. Okay? I want to go back to Mirrodin. I want to see the swords. I want the legendary swords back. I want to go back to Phyrexia. Oh my goodness, right? Oh, yeah. A return to New Phyrexia. Well, I expect that because we're going to get away from the Gatewatch. Like, as far as storyline goes, we're going to get away from the Gatewatch, and I expect that we might actually go down Karn's story a little bit. Seems like, you know, they're gathering, you know, all these forces together, and we may go down some other stories, and Karn is just hell-bent on destroying New Phyrexia. So, you know, that will be cool. So, you know, oh, the Allied, yeah, oh my goodness, yeah, it has been a long time since we had the Allied Painlands. But then again, Ravnica is going to be one of those weird sets where we may get some enemy and pain in the same set because it's about those guilds. Like, you might get Golgari and Izzet. You know, you might get, you know, the Dimir and the Izzet at the same time or something, which would be boom, right? Grixis would be huge. Kamigawa is a must, right? Well, I don't even know if we go back to Kamigawa. I mean, like, there's a lot of goodness there, you know, ninjutsu and stuff like that. Like, oh man, there's a lot of really cool things from Kamigawa and stuff. So, back to Odyssey? We're going back to a bunch of stuff, right? Like, when did you play with Odyssey, Chris? Thought you'd only been playing for a little while. But you know, Nicol Bolas will probably die. I hope so, and I hope it's at the hands of a Johnny. Right. All right, guys. That's enough speculation. We'll see what happens. We'll just see what happens. It's probably not going to be cycling lands, but that's what I would love, because it would fit so well with what we have. We have the, you know, friendly cycling lands going out. If the enemy cycling lands came in, you're talking about just a shift in mana, and then, you know, all these great decks. You know, it'd be great. You've been playing since Ice Age? Chris, you've been playing longer than I have, man. Wow, okay, I thought that you had just started. My bad. You just like Kamigawa art in general. It wasn't designed for us. If you're American, you know, it just wasn't designed for us. So, you hope Jace is gonna have his. You hope Jace is gone. He has way too many printings. I just want to hear the rest of the Jace Baraska storyline. You know, it was so beautiful, you know. Alright, moving on. Let's get in the game here with Jaya's Torment. Right? We got Trembler, and we got the Taliban Hunting Club ready to rock and roll. Stream snipers are waiting. Stream snipers are waiting. See who we get. We'll just see who we get. I like ninjutsu and stuff like that, so You love Kamigawa block, but your first deck was Mercedian Mass. Oh, see, I didn't even play back then. I can't even pronounce that, right? Mask, Rebels control, blue-white control. Seems good. Ugin's sister. Who's Ugin's sister? First set is it Selesnya, Golgari, Dimir, Boros. Second set is Simic, Rakdos, Azorius, Gruul, and Orzhov. Alright, so the first set's going to give us blue-red, green-white, green-black, blue-black, and red-white. Seems good. Can we keep this? I mean, we got a little bit of burn. We got a little bit of things. Not that I really want to cast this early, but we got more in the deck. We can find more. We've got a bunch of land. I may just cycle a land onto. So just like not lead with my Canyon Slough. I mean, we have plenty of mana. I think I can hold off of like not leading with a Canyon Slough. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Taliban Hunting Club, what's up, sir? How are you tonight? Let's see what you got. Show me what you're working with. This is disappointing. We'll have to wait for Ixalan Tribe support again. Semper Fi, baby, right? Simic Merfolk and Orzhov Vampires. And as far as tribes go, the support's already there. Wizards thought this through. And if you're playing a tribe, we have that tribal land. So all you got to do is actually, you know, pick a land and, pick a creature type, and the land will produce a mana of any color. So, yeah, it's kind of okay. Like, as long as we're just trying to build tribes in those colors, I don't think we got a problem. Like, I don't think we need the extra set of duels. Yes, they would be sweet. You would have like just perfect mana with 8 duels and 4 you know, lands that could produce any color. So, I mean, that's pretty sweet. He's strategic, putting a fumigate in a. Ooh. All right. All right. Oh, come on. Torment of Hellfire. Well, I'm just going to play some more lands. I am going to cycle here, though. Depending on what he does, I may actually cycle this. We'll see what happens here. Champion of Wits. Jack Breacher. Anything else from RT will just be a bonus. Human Tribal is the most underrated tribe that technically isn't a tribe but also is, right? He threw the Angel of Invention and the God Pharaoh's gift in the grave. So this isn't going to do it. This isn't going to cut it. So, oh, that's good. That could be really good. All right, let's see what we draw. It could be great too. Well, I mean, we're probably going to take a punch here. You know, a little punchy to the face. Yeah, it's okay. Refurbish. Well, I mean, here comes an angel. It's gonna get us. Vraska's Contempt on the Angel. We'll just go ahead and exile that, be done with it. And then, like, we really just want to get rid of this Champion of Wits. Alright, so much land do we need? We need a bunch, right? We'll go ahead and exile this while he's tapped down. And then I'm probably going to cycle this land. I mean, yeah, we're at 5 already, and we do just want to keep hitting lands, but yeah, there's a reason a Braid's in the sideboard. Gotcha. I gotcha. Oh, no. Oh, another angel. Another angel. Well, that's unfortunate. Why isn't this instance? I don't think there's much we can get off of this cycle that would help. Alright, well. What could we get? We could top deck a cut to ribbons. That would help. That would help a lot, actually. Another spray wouldn't be bad, but we'd need another land. Oh, that's brutal. That is brutal. Alright, so we're at 14. If he's got some way to get another angel in the grave, then it's probably just going to be bad for us. But that's okay. We've got a ton of stuff in the sideboard to help with this matchup. All those canyons, man. All those canyons. And I still ended up playing one. So, I think I made the right choice with cycling them, but we'll see. I need to hit an untapped land here on the next 2 cards, so we're going to see what happens. Chart, of course, don't be an angel. Do not throw an angel. Champion of Wits. What a thing. What a thing. Alright, well, it's not lethal. So, it's really close, though, which is painful. We need to top deck a Magma Spray at this point. I think that's like our best top deck. Magma Spray would keep us in it. Unfortunately, Banefire will not. Yeah, Magma Spray is our nut draw here. I mean, he's just got so much goodness in the grave here. Yeah, we're basically Magma Sprayer or dead. Another refurbish. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's a thing. Contempt. Doesn't help. Okay, so we contempt this, and then we take 4 from this next turn, plus 4 from Champion of Wits and whatever creature that he drops off the Champion of Wits. So I think I've got to just scoop it up. Yeah, that was a little brutal. That was a little bit brutal. Now, yeah, contempt last turn would have been terrific. Absolutely, just going ahead and stopping that. Yeah. Yeah, that was brutal. Okay, so like I want these things. I don't think I have time to play around with that. I don't want to give him extra discard, so I don't think I have time to play around with those. As far as like cut to ribbons is good in this matchup. Torment's not bad. I think I can cut a Torment. And I think I can cut a couple Battle at the Bridge. I think I'll cut all the Battle at the Bridge and keep the Vraska's Contempts as plentiful as possible. And then as far as we only have double a braid on the side. Is that it? Just the 2? Biforce works though. I mean, Biforce is great. It's a little bit slow. I think I'm only going to keep the one Biforce in. I want Doomfall, and I don't know how to get it in here. It deals 5. It'll kill most things. Probably get rid of 2 Sweltering Suns. I want to keep some cycling. I want to be able to, you know, churn through the deck a little bit, just in case he doesn't get a great hand. Alright, we're gonna roll with it like this. Eldest Reborn gives him like an extra way to discard a card, and I've never had really good results with giving God Pharaoh's Gift like an extra discard, right? Yeah, exactly. I get Biforce is meant for the other one, the other dang artifact deck. So we'll see what happens. I think I've sideboarded fairly well here. The only thing we can do is hope. I'm going to keep this. It's not a horrible hand. You know, not the best hand in the world either, but it's not a horrible hand. So, yeah, we can wait. I mean, we're on the play, so we can actually play Canyon Slough on turn 1. So, all right, here we go. I'm just gonna wait. We're just gonna wait. GPG has turn 1. GPG does have a turn 1. Some of them run Spell Pierce in the sideboard, and they have the Minister. So he's chart, of course. He's already drawn some cards here. I'm just going to keep playing lands. I am going to go ahead and fire this off now. I was playing around Spell Pierce, which, you know, a little bit slow, but we didn't have a whole lot of other things going on. I could have played an untapped land. Oh no. I could have played an untapped land, and then what happened? Good job, Magic Online. Magic just closed altogether. Just bam, done. Magic's like, I'm done with this. I'm out. Taliban Hunting Club, we'll be back. We will be back. I want your refurbish out of your hand. That's what I want. I just draw all the Canyon Sloughs. That's it, man. Just all the Canyon Sloughs. Green-white tokens just got insane, and even Chain Whirler won't keep it down. No, not with Benelish. Can someone tell me what 3-color deck is best for control before rotation? Do you want to be the one playing control? Esper, man. Flat out. Naya tokens with heroic reinforcements. Heroic reinforcements. That card's better than I originally gave it credit for, especially if you have something like a Benelish Marshal down. My goodness, that card's good. I was watching Bowmeister dropping bombs. I guess it was. I guess his name's Corey Bowmeister. But yeah, dropping bombs. He was running a red-white tokens deck, and a lot of people were running that for a little bit. So we're gonna see if we can get back into this game here. If it was a stream sniper, he understands. Our game just closed down, and we'll be back. So, Fiery Cannonade will keep it down. Well, maybe people will have to start playing Fiery Cannonade, right? Like, maybe. Grixis is good if you want to play control, but that's more of a, like, do you want to play like this counter control where you're countering things and stuff like that, or you want to play this kill control and, you know, card advantage control? Like, it just depends. If you want to play counter and card advantage, then you play Esper. If you want to play, you know, You know, burn and stuff like that. Bomb Master. See, I don't remember. He's got cast out and negate. What do we want to take? Negate? Take a negate, right? Game just closed on me. I don't know. UB mid-range plays like control. It does. It does. It does play like that. Jeskai's a decent control deck, but you're asking for the best control deck in the meta right now, and that's Esper with Teferi. That's hands down best control deck right now, in my opinion. Right? Like, in my opinion, hands down, that is your best control deck. Probably the best mid-range deck, the one that's got creatures and answers and things like that. I'm going to give that to Grixis. And then as far as the aggro to mid-range deck, I'm going to say that one of the better decks there would be, let's just play this if near Deadlands, right? What if we just tormented him now for like 2? We'll wait. We'll wait. Can Turbo Fog be considered control? Yeah. I mean, that's Bant. Bant's not a bad set of colors. But I don't think that Turbo Fog's better than Esper. Like, when you think of the best control deck, you need to think about, you know, the deck that, like, we just restarted Magic. Now we've got no art. Come on. Come on. Sure. Strategic planning. Right, Teamer ramp, but that's not a control deck. That's a ramp deck. It does play with some control elements, but I wouldn't consider, you know, the Sifter Worm deck to be a ramp deck. Strategic planning put a bunch of lands in the grave. All right, so we know he has this plains. We know about the champ. Did he throw that Sun Scourged away with the champion? I think so. So we know about Cast Out and Negate. Alright, well, we'll see what we can do. We're just going to keep getting hit in the face by this Champion Wits for a moment, but like, you guys can, like, come at it from 1,000 different ways. Yeah, there's all of these different control decks, but Esper is the best one. If you end up in control versus control matchup, you're going to want to be the Esper player, right? Esper's got great mana. I don't, you must be talking about something else. What? Esper got Fatal Push, Seal Away, Settle, Veracious Contempt, Essence Scatter, Negate, Disallow, Torrential Gear Hulk. Esper's got it all, right? Yeah, Esper's got it all. And they've got 8 cycling lands in Esper. So, yeah. They've got it all. Let's see if we can buy this negate. You have all the answers when you play Esper against blue-black. What are we going to do here? No, I don't want to discard anything. And we can discard some stuff. We're going to discard up to 3 cards. I think I can get rid of an Hour and a Biforce and draw 2 more. See, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I mean, he casts it out. That's fine. Whatever. Alright, there's the cast out. We do still have that angel, so if he gets to his... If he gets to his... Godfarrow's Gift, we could have a problem. Champion of Whis. I like the champion. We might get that Jaya back later, though. We know he's got negate. He's holding up negate. Unfortunately, I think I actually got to start firing these torments off. As much as I want to wait until we have these, like, this huge torment hand or something like that. Torment for 3 right now is not horrible. Torment for 4? I mean, he could negate this, right? Torment for 4. We'll see what he does. Maybe he just discards all the cards in his hand. Or he just negates it. Alright. Bought the negate. Sweet. He's got 2 cards left in hand. We're a little ways away from him having 7 mana to hard cast a God Pharaoh's Gift. He is trying to sculpt his hand, sculpt his hand in his graveyard. So let's pull this graveyard out so we can get a better look at it. Looks like he threw another Angel of Sanctions. Oh, that's Angel of Sanctions, not Angel of Invention. That could be a thing. It's a killable thing, but it could be a thing. Enigma Drake is a finisher for Jeskai control. Well, we're talking about like non-rotation right now. I think the original question was about like what is the best control right now. I don't think I want Enigma Drake in my control deck, and that's simply because I want to have those contempts would be nice. I want to have. Yeah, I'll just pass her. I want to have as few creatures as possible, and if I do have a creature, I want that creature to be extremely impactful, and I actually don't think Enigma Drake is it. So, you know, oh goodness. We'll try it. Did he keep another negate? No negate. So we'll just fog him this turn. He hits us for 2, we gain 2. Fog. And then see what his last card is. No play on his last card. Alright. Alright. Does he have a champion? I'm just going to exile the top card of my library here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll cast that. Planes! He got me! He got me! Got me. Drakehaven is not like your typical control deck, but it is a version of control. Yeah, I mean, the deck is trying to, you know, counter you. But it's trying to, like, I would say it sits somewhere between combo and control. We had this art before we restarted the game. Why, Magic Online? Madness says they're particularly repeating their Nexus mistakes. They're practically repeating their Nexus mistake. This is just dumb. It's almost depressing how stupid it is. Well, on what? Like, what have they done to repeat the Nexus mistake? I was just down-ticked on that. chart, of course. He draws 2 cards. It's pretty good. Pretty good, opponent. Alright, so we're hitting land. I'm going to Banefire this Angel, so we're going to go 1, 4. I mean, he's tapped out. We don't need more than that. And this leaves us 3 mana open to cast something off of Chandra. I mean, at least this keeps the Chandra alive. I mean, he could just play a God Pharaoh's Gift or something, though. I mean, we're kind of dodging a bullet right now. We're just trying to dodge a bullet. 7 green, green, green with Convoke. 16, 16 indestructible is the Convoke is back. Great, great. Yeah, here's the GPG. Well, it was fun. It seems to happen a lot. You know, like, you either have, like, the main board negate, so you have a better game 1 against GPG, or you're just dead. I mean, Chandra's going to help a little bit, but we need multiple draws here just to survive. Alright, we're just going to cast it. There you go. Torment for 7. What are you doing? Just take it all, right? Just take it all. And then commence to beat face. Seems like a thing, right? I mean, just Torment for 7 and beat face. Do I think Standard is healthier with combo decks? I think a format in general is healthier when you have aggro combo control and then decks in the kind of the center of that. It means that people can't just, you know, do whatever. Like, you have to stay aware of decks like this. This is the closest thing we have to a real tier combo deck in Standard right now. There's a couple really good combos. Like, I made a Tishar combo that I've done really, really well with. Had a lot of fun with it. Alright, sir. Good game. You got me tonight. Alright. Well, unfortunately, the Taliban Hunting Club got me. So, Jay, we ran into a bad deck, sir. We ran into a very bad deck. That hurt very bad. Red Lion MTG, the GOAT. What's up, man? What deck is going to stand out after rotation, in my opinion? I think Merfolk is stronger than people think it is. Merfolk doesn't lose anything, and it's just under that cusp of being great right now. The Merfolk decks are absolutely sick. I know a lot of people may be thinking that the Merfolk decks are going to take a big flop because they just don't have the the mana base necessary. But I'm not big on that. I actually think that the Merfolk decks are going to be really good. Honestly, I really, really do. Now, as far as the other decks that aren't going to be losing a lot, it's going to be mono green. Yeah, like Zaxdillo just said, mono green is going to be good. We get to keep Steel Leaf Champion. We get to keep cards like Lana War Elf. They're bound to print more good green cards that will fit in the Stompy deck. Because of the nature of the Stompy deck, you just really need the best green creature possible to put in it. So pretty much anything will fit. I mean, it's got like one major requirement: it has to be green. It's not hard to do, right? So I mean, like, Do we have any expectation that Wizards will not print a good green creature in this set? Oh, come on, come on. There's going to be a good green creature. So we know that that's going to get a lot of help. I think that the control decks, especially blue-white Teferi decks, are going to still be very, very good. They'll be losing some cycling lands, so they may miss a step, but I hear people go, oh, but they're losing disallow. I cannot remember a time in Standard we didn't have cancel plus something better than cancel, right? Like, it's coming back. The disallow gets replaced just right, like, instantly. Even if you have to play Wizard's Retort right now, it's still cancel plus, right? So I think that's pretty good. You like an indestructible 6/6 that fits. Oh, like a indestructible 16/16 that fits. Yeah, exactly. An indestructible 16/16. That's pretty good. Unfortunately, what I think is horrible about our meta and where we're at is Vraska's Contempt is still your best black kill spell. Now, some of you may or may not remember, right before Vraska's Contempt came out, like, we were paying 2 mana for our good black kill spell, and that was Grasp of Darkness. Okay, and then, like, that was just an amazing black kill spell. Dealt with Hazard, dealt with so many other things. And then you could do a little bit of combat damage. It worked as a combat trick. All kinds of really, really cool things. It built interactive play because, you had to worry about, does my 5/5 all of a sudden become a 1/1 or something like that. And then we ended up with this 4 mana. What is going on? We got 60 cards here. There we go. Oh, we got an extra abrade somehow. Let's see if we can just reload that. But anyway, yeah, I think that Disallow is going to get replaced. So I think that we're going to have a still really good blue-white control deck. There's some decks that just aren't going away. Do I think that the mono red will stick around? No. I hope not anyway. Like, it could. There's almost always a mono red deck. Wizard's Lightning's still going to be a thing. So we're still going to have to worry about that. But, right now everything's still speculation. I want to see more spoilers. I want to see more of that stuff. Right now we're just getting the first bit of the spoilers as far as I know. I haven't seen much of them myself. Really need to look at the Guilds of Ravnica box promo. The Guilds of Ravnica box promo. Guilds of Ravnica buy a box promo. I hate pulling up my browser, but I'm going to do this. Guilds of Ravnica buy a box promo. If you type in the word guilds, this card is right up there on the top of it. All right. So let's look at this creature. Oh my goodness. This is... Oh my god. Switch screens. Come on. You can do it. Oh, went too far. Okay. So we have the Impervious Great Worm. Oh, jeez. I just want to see it. Come on. Impervious Great Worm here. What is going on? You guys see that? Can you see that? Alright, so we're just going to leave it right there. Impervious Great Worm. 7 mana and 3 green. So 10 mana, but it's got Convoke. And if you guys don't remember the Convoke ability, and great, that's back. Creatures can help you cast this spell. Each creature you tap while casting this spell pays for 1 colorless mana. So if you've got 7 creatures down on the battlefield, you tap those 7 and pay 3 green, and you get a 3 mana 16/16 indestructible. Thank heavens this doesn't have trample. That is my major thought when I first see this is, thank goodness it just doesn't have trample. If this had trample, it would be absolutely phenomenal, and yeah. He's impervious to everything except for Seal Away, Vraska's Contempt, Cleansing Nova. No, he's impervious to Cleansing Nova. Cleansing Nova says destroy all creatures, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't. But Vraska's Contempt and Seal Away, you know, those things, yeah. You can also tap 10 creatures to cast it since convoke. Oh, yes, that's right. For 1 colorless mana or 1 mana of the creature's color. So if they're green creatures, then those green creatures. So you could technically, if you got 10 creatures on the battlefield, yeah, that'd be crazy, crazy. I was reading, thud it. Give it haste and thud. Seems good, right? Just nickel bolus this thing back. Gore claw it, right? Oh, man, there's going to be a lot of fun we can do with this thing. Is this a Guilds of Ravnica card? No, that's old Ravnica. Alright, whatever. Alright, so we looked at the impervious. I think it's going to be bad. Thing is going to be insane. Insane. Is that going to be the only way you can get it? Is through the Buy a Box promo? Or is it going to be available in other packs? Like, that's the part that I hope Wizards doesn't repeat. Like, come on, don't make this card only Buy a Box promo. So, the creature isn't broken. The discard reanimator strategy that's going to be built around it is insane. You're probably right. Bringing it back with something is going to be absolutely terrific. You know, it seems good. It seems really good. You're going to give it unblockable with Suspicious Bookcase? Oh. Yeah. If it's just a promo, it's Buy a Box exclusive. That kills me. That part alone right there kills me. Goreclaw makes it 17/17 indestructible trample when they attack together. Better make sure that Goreclaw's dead, right? Alright, guys. Let's talk about Jizza's deck. This one is, I asked my patrons to let's go back to, you know, days of old this month. You know, we've got things rotating out, and, you know, let's play with some cards that are going to be leaving before it's too late. And we got to see a couple really cool cards like Torment of Hellfire in the last deck. And then this one, we're going back to Dwarves. We're going to be losing the Dwarf Tribe. There's not any Dwarves being printed right now, so the Dwarf Tribe is going to kind of fall to the wayside. So we're going to get to play a little bit with, you know, Depala, Pilot Exemplar. We're going to play with some Toolcraft Exemplar. You could actually think of this deck as an upgraded version of the Challenger deck. So, yeah, maybe the Dwarves' short temper can help us get over this atrocity, right? Maybe. I had to actually look at that word. What word is that? Huh? You don't hear atrocity much. It's not a word we use a lot around here. You know, I don't know. Of course, then again, you know, people don't like using words with 2 syllables, so you know, whatever. All right, let's jump into Dwarves. Your favorite fantasy race? Yeah, which is underrepresented in Magic. So you're a dwarf, huh, Jan? See, I like the elves. I do. I'm a big fan of elves. My first Magic deck was elves. So, all right. So we've got Toolcraft Exemplar. This is just flat out dead to Goblin Chain Whirler. If we can dodge Goblin Chain Whirler, we should be doing okay. Inventor's Apprentice, just a really fast creature that we can start attacking with as early as 2 damage on turn 2. Then Bomat Courier. Do we need to explain Bomat Courier? It ain't a dwarf, but he's honorary anything in a red deck. Veteran Motorist. This card is absolutely terrific. And if we can get down a Depala, guys, Depala will save our other dwarves from Goblin Chain Whirler. Just saying. So if we're on the play, we can get Toolcraft Exemplar, Veteran Motorist into a Depala. Man, we've got a Dwarven army, right? Guys like the Dwarven Phalanx. Some of you get that. New word of the day, atrocity. Everyone has to use it every day until Sunday. Oh, if we run into Goblin Chain Whirler, it will be an atrocity. Alright, is that right? Did I use that right? Maybe, maybe not. No. It'll be a catastrophe, I know that. Anyway, we've got Scrap Heap Scroungers, we've got Heart of Kieran, Fairgrounds Warden for a little bit of removal on a stick, and then Pia Nalar. She's not a dwarf, but, you know, she hung out with a lot of dwarves in Kaladesh, okay? And then Aether Spear Harvester. A lot of artifacts in this one, a lot of vehicles. This is Dwarven vehicles at its finest. I do like this kind of deck. Would have liked to have seen something like an Aether Spear Harvester, or not Aether Spear, but like, you know, Fleet Wheel Cruiser or something like that in the deck, just for a little spice. But, you know, you could probably get away with just running Hazard and be better off. In the sideboard, we've got Fragmentize, Authority of the Consuls, Argyle's Bloodfast, which is kind of one of those like necessities, and then of course we've got, you know, 4 copies of Abrade, Thopter Arrest, very underlooked card that works really, really well. Thopter Arrest doesn't have any restrictions, so you can, you know, it enters the battlefield, you exile target artifact or a creature an opponent controls until a Thopter Arrest leaves. 3 mana. It's better than spending 4 on something like you know, like Cast Out Ixalan's Binding or something like that if you're just going to hit something. So yeah, Pia Nalar is like the Snow White of Magic, right? She just hangs out with all these dwarves. And then of course a couple Karns, because, you know, it's an artifact deck, and Karn's negative ability will probably be broken in this deck. So yeah, that's our deck. And we're going to jump into some gameplay. Jizza, awesome deck. I actually really like dwarves and things like that. Boy, this Trembler is just chilling there, ain't he? We're gonna go with Smoke'em. Smoke'em Atlanta. That's cool art. Is it Demon Lord Belzenlock? Who is that? Anybody know who his art is? It's pretty cool. Like, he's really cool. I like that art. Man, this hand is awesome. I'm gonna keep this. I mean, it's not like, oh. That's a mountain. That's a mountain. They're always mountains, right? It's always a mountain. Hey, look, we got a mountain too. Can you get in there, Bomat? Do we get in there? Doubt it. Doubt if we get too far. Justin Clay said he used to have a kitchen table dwarves deck that was land destruction. Never won with it, but it was fun to piss people off. Seems pretty good. Oh, you played in groups of 4 with 50 life? Oh my god. Y'all just wanted to keep playing, man. Okay. We might be alright for a minute. This is not what I would typically expect to see out of a red deck, so we might have a moment here. He's tapped out, so we're just gonna get that F6 value, swing with our Bomat Courier, and move on. A squee deck? Is that what this is? You think this is a squee deck? You're probably right. GPG can die 1,000 deaths, and you hope GPG's home burns down. And damn, man, this. You really don't like God Pharaoh's Gift, do you? Oh my goodness. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's well, you took it deep there, man. Oh. Wow, you want him to... Wow, you... That's cold, wanting GPG to even lose his puppy. That's cold, man. That's cold. It did things to you once. Alright. It did things to him. Oh. Oh, man. Wow. I got to laughing and something went down the wrong pipe. Alright. Alright. We've got some options here. I think the only options are really Aether Sphere Harvester, PNLR, or Depala. If I don't die on screen first. I'm sorry, opponent. I was coughing. Opponent's so pushy. Alright, you know what? Whew! Almost died. Alright. Alright, we're back. Can we keep this? This looks okay. I think I like this hand. Oh my goodness. The amount of times I forgot this thing has first strike if they have Metalcraft. Crazy. Yeah. Crazy. For the Horde is a huge fan of GPG and off GPG decks. Like, yeah, For the Horde's pretty big on some GPG. Well, let's see if he burns it. Wow. Wow. Still dying from that. Getting in there. Did we hit? Hey, we hit. He didn't have a shock. We're good. We're good. Oh, nothing like GPGing as a Talpa. It's pretty good. I mean, that's pretty good. Pretty good. At least if we play the queues, they won't just leave on us because, you know, they're vested. I mean, he might have Seal Away here. There was definitely an argument to play Depala first because of the Dwarves thing, but I wanted to see what he had before I played Depala. Oh, went the wrong colors. Wrong colors. We gotta go white, red, colorless. That's how you get your Depala down. Mono white prison deck in standard. It's kind of jank, but it would involve Fall of Thrawn, Remorseful Cleric, exile all your lands, exile Remorseful Cleric to exile all lands your opponent controls, and Bard also costs extra for them to attack. See, that doesn't sound horrible. It doesn't sound bad. Dauntless Bodyguard! Uh-oh. I think I'm losing some sound here. I'm gonna have to get me a new headset. What? Alright. So Depala says whenever she's turned sideways, you may pay X. If you do, reveal X cards from the top of your library. Put all dwarf and vehicle cards from among them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. So this could kill Toolcraft Exemplar. Or could it? I mean, could it? I think I just want to draw like 4 cards here, or like look at 4 cards here. Sure. One, two, three, 4. Alright, well, we revealed Mountain Bowmat, Aether Sphere Bowmat. So, didn't draw as many as I would like to draw off of it, but you know, hey, that works. We paid 4 mana draw card. It's not horrible. Let's see. Excuse me, I'll be in my corner crying in the fetal position and growing mushrooms all over. What? For what? What happened? What'd you do? Are you pimping people again for the Horde? I told you to stop that. This is... So the opponent's kind of looking at, you know, what he has for blocks, things like that, so, nope, I'm a mod. Depala's ability is very clunky. It is clunky. When I ran the competitive leagues with the Challenger decks, which was a ton of fun, when I ran the competitive leagues with those, I actually really liked Depala in that deck. Depala was just terrific, so, you know, it was a lot of fun. Look at this. He's like, okay, so if I double block this, then I have to sack this before damage. Yeah. Yeah. He would have taken a ton. A ton. Okay. So what do we think this opponent is, right? Just red, white aggro? Kind of want some more unlicensed disintegration. PNLR. Even gonna... I don't know. I kind of like Depala here. I'll back off of PNLR. Kind of want some abrades, just to have a little bit of removal. I mean, I brought in this removal. On the draw, Bowmat doesn't seem as good. I just want a little bit more removal, guys. Just a little bit more. Maybe cut a heart, cut an Aether Sphere, bring in the other 2 abrade. That doesn't seem horrible. Like, I think that's kind of decent. Everybody hear me alright? Good. Okay, so we saved the hub for white mana. This is okay. This is a totally okay hand. We just go, you know, mountain into an apprentice, and then we follow that up with a Heart of Quran, swing for 2. We're okay. We're okay. What's up, Kenneth? How you doing, buddy? Call Merfolk. Do it. Ah, unclaimed territory. This is the land I was saying will help. So he's a humans deck. We're dwarves, and we're both playing Bowmat Courier. Well, we put the brakes on old Bowmat here real soon. Brakes employed. Deployed? Brakes deployed? I don't know. Fountain is for the people who don't fall for the Johnny's Welcome trap. Fountain is 100% more consistent than a Johnny's Welcome. A Johnny's Welcome is just really great if you have ways to continue drawing cards and keep your hands full. Like, a Johnny's Welcome is kind of like one of these, bam, 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 done it, and now we're just going to end the game. If you're going to have that long, drawn-out game, yeah, Fountain's better. I think Fountain's better. See, I actually like that. Bowmat's getting in again, boys. He's getting in again. That's okay. He can get in this time. Alright, so we do get the Spire of Industry here. We just passed the turn, which isn't the greatest thing in the world, but, you know, we just passed the turn. Wow! No swings. We'll play our vintage. Yeah, I actually really want the scry action here, so I'm going to play the veteran motorist. We could have played the scrappy scrounger here, but I think we're going to need to line up those next couple cards. I'm going to go bottom, top. This could definitely be what we're looking for. For the Horde, you have a good night, sir. We'll see you. Understood. It's bedtime. It's bedtime, and looks like it's going to be a fight. So we're going to see what's going to happen here. Wow, still no swings. We're going to get frisky. We're going to get frisky. I mean, we're pretty much just killing the honor crop captain here. So if he tries to move on to combat or destroy our Heart of Kirin, we fire heroic reinforcements. I mean, this would have been a huge punch. Would have been a huge punch. I mean, it still could be. This could still be a very large punch. But if he swings out, I think I take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we push 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 back at him. Right. Okay. Seems good. Seems good. Alright, so we've got Dapala. And then Scrap Heap Scrounger. How do we crew here? I mean, crewing with veteran motorist hits for 6. Crewing with the Pala. Yeah. I want to crew this way. And it's not actually for damage. It's because I want to keep Dapala as a blocker. I want to keep Inventor's Apprentice as a blocker. And Scrap Heap Scrounger blocks through Heart of Kirin. So, like, it blocks via Heart of Kirin. and then pretty much anything that gets through next turn, we should be able to do some damage with. Oh, there was such a long time where this was just the best deck in the format, you know. It just was. It was just so good. Not trying to start a fight. I'm just trying to say, I'm just saying, currently welcome isn't good, and that doesn't mean guilds can't make it better in the end. No, Johnny's welcome's not that great. No, it's not. It's one of this just bam, bam, bam. Madness, sir. No, that's good. That's good. I'm not gonna make fun of autistic people. That's not. No, I'm not about that. I ain't about that life. Can he kill me right here? Aren't we dead? Because we're not. He is. Uno, dos, tres. Yeah, I can't count that high. Cuatro, cinco, seis. Yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Well, bad news for you, sir. All of that ain't making it through. Alright, so we're going to go ahead, crew. And move to blocks. Alright, so we block. Nothing has lifelink, right? Okay. So we'll block here. We'll block here. Block here. Now if he wants to sack this to save the Bomat Courier, then like we've stopped even more damage. Well, he's just going to sack the Bomat Courier and draw some extra cards. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Good game, opponent. Good game. We win. Hey, we won the video game. All right. Yeah. Dwarves is Mardu vehicles was one of the best decks in the format for a really, really long time. So, are we playing Mardu vehicles? We just played Mardu dwarves, Mardu vehicles. Yes, yes, we did, Jason, and it was terrific. All right, it was just awesome against that red white humans deck. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It was a great deck. Jizza, cool deck, man. For those of you just showing up, I approached my patrons this month and asked them to give me some decks with give me some decks that are going to be rotating out, some last chance decks. You want to see some cards that we aren't going to get to see again. And one of them brought us, you know, a dwarves deck or Mardu vehicles. You know, it's been a long time since we've seen Mardu vehicles. It was a terror for a really long time. It's probably actually still really, really good. And cards like Depala really set the deck off, you know, just being able to get you around Goblin Chain Whirler and things like that. It does give you a couple restrictions. You need those to be dwarves and stuff, but there's some really good dwarves out there, and this is probably a really good place to be if you want to be playing a really fun deck for the rest of the season. Mardu Vehicles is no joke. Jizza, thank you very much for your submission. I really did like the deck. I think your 75 here is pretty well constructed. I love the 4 braids. I personally think you probably could have done without like one extra PNLR and just put this extra unlicensed disintegration in the main board. Like if I were going to make any changes myself, I think that one PNLR would come out. I would just have 2 of those, and I'd put that extra unlicensed disintegration in the main board. And then you know, maybe a seal away or something in the sideboard or something like that to make up that for that extra space. Maybe even cast down. Who knows? Be able to kill Glorybringer or something. But seal away to do it too. So great deck. Really enjoyed playing it. Thank you, sir. If you wanted a little bit of extra space, cut an Aether Sphere Harvester. Maybe cut 1 Hardy Kieran, and you're probably still on board. Maybe even throw a Weatherlight in the deck. It's amazing how many cards in this deck are historic. So I mean, you got hearts and harvesters and scrap heaps and bowmats and pias and depalas, and yeah, you could probably get something off of a Weatherlight. But Big Boat would probably be better. like just a big boat, Skyship Sovereign. So it was it was pretty good. All right, next we're moving on into Jeffrey Willig's deck. Jeffrey's been a patron for quite some time, and this is going to be a pretty cool little deck here. Super excited about Song of Freyalise. I think Song of Freyalise is just an absolutely phenomenal card. But this deck is about going wide. A lot of legendary creatures here, a lot of legendary permanents, and that's why we're going to be seeing the Mox Amber. We've got Shalai, Voice of Plenty. Let's get this over here. We've got Shalai, Voice of Plenty. We've got, you know, Danitha Compassion. All right. Danitha Compassion. We've got Shauna, which is, you know, Sisay's Legacy. Well, I can't talk tonight, guys. Cannot. But the deck's pretty sweet. We've also got some other like cool cards that will help us, you know, go wide and things like that, like Sporling. Oh my goodness, Sapperlings. I said Sporlings. Sapperlings might be able to cast the 16/16. You know, yeah. This is Jeff's deck. So here we are with Jeff's green-white deck. Spore Swarm, this card is awesome with Song of Freyalise. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but the turn that Song actually goes off, you can cast Spore Swarm, even if you drew it that turn before the Song goes off, getting your swarm of little sapperlings or sporlings or, you know, trees, whatever. You get your little sapperlings, and yeah, you get to put those awesome +1/1 counters on them. They become vigilance, vigilance, trample, indestructible, that sort of thing. So, you know, pretty cool. And then, you know, Sapperling Migration, you've got a way to kick this, you know, for some additional tokens. So this will also produce 6 tokens for you. One of the things I wanted to see was a kicker cost that, you know, if you kicked it, it was actually instant speed. That would have been really nice. Dauntless Bodyguard, we've seen this play a little bit. The card's okay. I'm not like just all about it. It's just a really good 1-mana 2/1, which is, you know, nothing to sneeze at. It's pretty good. No, not Magic Hefe. Jeffrey Willig. This is Mr. Willig's deck. So, not Magic Hefes. I haven't seen Magic Hefe in quite some time. I'll probably have to go check out his channel and see if he's still streaming. But yeah, Knight of Grace, another really good card. It's probably one of the better cards in the deck, along with cards like Ripjaw Raptor and Benalish Marshall. Absolutely terrific. And then, you know, of course, if you've got cards like Kanjali Sunwing, then they're going to have a real problem keeping you from swinging. Personally, I think this deck could have used a couple copies of Appeal to Authority and a couple copies of Ajani. So, Jeffrey, if you're out there, I think you could probably get away with replacing your Black Blade Reforged with 2 copies of Ajani, and you would probably love it. However, you know, if you don't want to do that, I understand. It looks like the deck's kind of built around Black Blade Reforged with all of your legendary creatures and stuff. We'll make you know, Sisay's Legacy here carry the Black Blade, or we'll put it on Danitha, which, you know, is just one of those things. Like, you just want to put this on Danitha. I really wish that she would have actually made equipping cost less as well. She only makes the actual casting cost of equipment cost less. I think it would have been great if you could have just easily put something over on it. So, yeah, he's Trash Panda Studios. No videos in 4 months, man. That's I hate to see that. I mean, he looked like he really wanted to get started in that Pauper stuff, and I think he would have done good with Pauper. I really do. I think if he would have kept on with his Pauper, I think people would have liked it. He was a good player too. So, either way, Shalai, Voice of Plenty. You know, one of those things. We get everything down. We get a Shalai out. Now they got to deal with this before they can deal with anything else. If they can't deal with it, then the more mana we get, the more dangerous our board becomes. Yeah, especially if you got you know sapperlings and things like that going off. Should be a really fun deck. I look forward to playing it. Let's take a look at this sideboard real quick. Got a little bit of action here in the sideboard. And those with Silent Gravestone, Baffling In. Baffling In is not one we've been seeing a lot of here lately due to Silhouette, but Baffling In is still a really, really good card, and it doesn't require them to tap for you to get it. Naturalized because, you know, you want a way to kill cast-outs, you know, search for Escanta, things like that. Aether Spear Harvester against the aggressive matchups, and then, you know, of course, some Ixalan's Bindings, which are absolutely terrific at taking out the Scarab God or Nicol Bolas. You pop a Nicol Bolas, put this on a Nicol Bolas, and watch your opponent just kind of squirm a little bit, right? You know, it's like, yeah, I'm Grixis, I'll never destroy those. And then, of course, you know, some Settle the Wreckages, because, you know, why not ramp our opponent, right? If we can wipe the board doing it. And then Carnage Tyrant. Let's get these bad boys over here, right? Last 3 cards in the deck, 2 copies of Carnage Tyrant and 1 copy of Ghalta Primal Hunger. Now, I would have to play this deck quite a bit before I knew exactly where I wanted to be with, you know, bringing in Carnage Tyrant and Ghalta. I assume that I want to bring in Ghalta against anything that's not going to have a lot of kill, and Carnage Tyrant against anything. But mainly against control, something that might have some counter or something like that. Personally, I think this deck could have really benefited from the green-white Watley. Watley is would be absolutely terrific with all these creatures. Just if you could get that Watley emblem, it would allow you to start drawing through your deck, and that would be absolutely terrific. A Giant would be great too. He does have like 8 forests and 9 plains here, which I don't know if he actually needs that many forests, but I do understand that you do want, you know, at least some forest early. And then Reliquary Tower for no maximum hand size. I'm a little bit curious at how he plans on ever getting to maximum hand size, considering there's no like real draw on the deck. It's not like you have ways to just start pinging Ripjaw Raptor or something like that. So I'm curious if he's ever even had the point where he had to discard to hand size. So I don't really understand the Reliquary Tower in the deck. Maybe it should have been Detection Tower, but then again, you really don't have any way to interact with your opponent there either, unless you're going to try to seal it away. So I don't really understand the Reliquary Tower. If there was even a single Watley in the deck, then I would definitely understand Reliquary Tower. I mean, you cast Watley and one, you know, Saproling Migration, or one, what's the other one here? Yeah, Spore Swarm. You cast one of those, and you've got, you know, extra cards in hand, and things could get a bit silly. Yeah, I mean, it's green-white. Yeah, there's a ton of cards you could put in here. There could be some Lyras in the sideboard, and you could have those waiting in the wings. You could have, you know, some Resplendent Angels and stuff like that. But that's not the route he took. So we're gonna run with this, see how it treats us, and go from there. All right. Let's life gain for Resplendent. There's no Resplendent Angel here, so you know. Alright, let's get back over here to some constructed play and see if we can get an opponent. Really? Really, Trump? You've been there for 2 hours. 2 hours just waiting. Putting a Black Blade on Danitha could probably just be backbreaking for an opponent if you ever actually got that hit in. So, yeah. It's a deck that Mr. Willig wanted to see us play. That's why we're not playing with the Lyra. A lot of green, but we did get our white. We've got multiple Songs of Freyalise. Not exactly where I want to be here. I don't like the hand. Like, it just doesn't look good with the multiple Songs of Freyalise, and we don't put a threat down until turn 3. Like, even a turn 2... Turn 2 Silhouette's not bad. Turn 2 Silhouette's not bad. I'll keep it. I don't think it's worth it to give up an extra card. So I'm gonna just hold open the turn 2 Silhouette. We'll see what we're playing against. -2 Danitha, +2 Lyra. Maybe. That might be worth it. Considering the only equipment in the deck is, and this is not even aura, so the only equipment in the deck. Does he have a turn 2? Yeah, we're good. Like, there's just no point in dropping this Song of Freyalise right now. Like, Song is really bad on turn 2. You want it on, like, turn 3 or 4. And then from there you can just, like, go ham. But, you know, we'll see. Playing against JJ. Scrappy Scrounge. Alright. Hey, Sun Petal Grove. I'm just gonna pass. I am. I really am. I'm just gonna pass. So that's what we're doing. That is what we're doing. I could have played Danitha, and Danitha would have had the first strike option to block the Scrap Heap Scrounger. Bowmat Courier. We can put the brakes on the Bowmat next turn, but this is probably dying to Lightning Strike if we play Danitha, so I'm going to get rid of Scrap Heap Scrounger here. Considering the real plan is to... I don't know, like, this saves us a lot of life if we take out the Scrap Heap Scrounger. Yeah, I'm going to go for the Scrap Heap Scrounger and just hope that I can deal with the Bowmat Courier later. Unfortunately, no matter how I deal with the Bowmat Courier, we're going to be looking at you know, him getting at least 2 cards out of it. So, yeah, we drop Danitha and immediately get her killed by a Lightning Strike. Absolutely. Or a Braid. It'll be a Lightning Strike on her Braid. I mean, that's what he's got open. Or he adds more to the board and we drop Danitha and then he kills it next turn. So, yeah. This is okay. This is okay. I'm actually happy with this. Drawing a land right there actually gave us a pretty good play. So, yeah. I mean, if he swings through the Bowmat, we'll see what we can do. Second main phase Goblin Chain Whirler would be a little bit bad, but yeah. I mean, if he's second main phase is a Goblin Chain Whirler, then so be it. Spore Swarm. Spores grow up around that Bowmat Courier. Second main phase Goblin Chain Whirler is going to be devastating here, guys. Just saying. If he doesn't have it, we get to hit a Song of Freyalise, and then we get to, I don't know, cast Shalala, Voice of Plenty. I'm just triple blocking in case he has a removal spell. I don't want him to just be able to kill it and keep the Bowmat around. So, yeah, here's the Goblin Chain Whirler. No, this is 4 mana. Rekindling Phoenix. Okay. What do? Does anybody like PUBG? Anybody ever play any PUBG? Alright. Anybody know what the heck is? What do heck? Alright, so we can play Danitha and Dauntless Bodyguard. Or we can just play Shalala. I'm just going to go for the Shalala. This could turn out pretty well for us. We're going to have a ton of mana next turn. We're going to get to, you know, +1/+1 counters on creatures here in a couple turns. So, we survive and don't run into a Goblin Chain Whirler, we might be alright. And I think if he had Goblin Chain Whirler, we would have seen it last turn. I'm willing to take this hit off of the Rekindling Phoenix for right now. So, Should have let him hit us, but I wanted to kill the Bomat. I'm willing to give my card to destroy that Bomat, no matter what he plays. You wouldn't let Shala without Dauntless Bodyguard. Fair enough. Fair enough. Like, I get that. This is another Phoenix. Chandra! Do you just kill Shala here? He did not. You have cut. Okay, he's got cut. That's a thing. 'Tis a thing. Yeah, the other option was play Danitha. So we do have a ton more mana here. Alright, so what can we do with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana? We can play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can just play everything in our hand. Just dump our hand right here. That's a thing. We don't get to pressure Chandra much doing that. Look, they make double mana. No, they don't. That's not how that works. But they have all the options twice. Whatever. So that was a bit of a punt. I could have punched Chandra for one. Yeah, I could have punched Chandra for one right there. Well, this looks like more like a mono red mid range, which is not going to run out of gas. Yeah, the mono red mid range doesn't run out of gas. This has got Chandra, got Rekindling Phoenix, probably got Gorebringer, and I just don't think it's going to run out of gas. So, yeah. Unfortunately, that's just where we're at. So, we'll see what happens. Second song does nothing. You're right. This is mono red. This is mono. This is as close to mono red as you're going to get. It's red black mid range that has splash for, you know, cut to ribbons and scrap heap scrounger. But I doubt we're going to see much else. There's probably an argument there to make our... Alright. To make her indestructible, but it didn't really matter. Kinjali Sunwing. Which would be great, because if we do somehow kill the Phoenix, then we're going to punch Chandra here. Then the Phoenix never gets to, like, really attack. It'll just always enter tap. We're definitely going to take a punch at Chandra. We got Trample and Indestructible, First Strike, Vigilance, Lifelink, all of those other good things. I wish that it lasted all the way until our next turn, but it does not, so. It's not mono... Okay, Madness. You're good, buddy. Yeah. You're right. It is not mono red. It is red black mid range. The bane of our current format right now. But the only cards in the deck, like the difference between this deck and the mono red version, is some land, a couple different kill spells, and that's it. Like, the deck is the meanest deck. Like, this is by far the meanest deck in format right now. So, I'm not going to continue to argue with you, Madness. You love to argue, don't you? There's a Goblin Chain Whirler. Right, a couple. I said what I said. A couple different kill spells. Unlicensed Disintegration. There you go. Over, you know, some additional other burn. It's just a pet peeve. Like when the blue-green Stompy deck surfaced and people called it mono green. Yeah, I mean the green-black Stompy deck. People call it mono green, but it's clearly got some black in it. But everybody calls it mono green. So, wow, all those missed the cup. I don't know why it keeps reloading. I get you though, Madness. I'm with you, buddy. I'm with you. It's not mono red, but this is what mono red evolved into, right? Yeah. Abroad. I'm with you guys. I agree. Okay? It does not change the fact that we are dead. Okay? We are dead, and he never cast a black spell or used black mana for any reason. Okay? Like, do you agree with that? He did not use a black spell. He never tapped for black mana. Like, it's as mono red as the mono green decks are. All right. A mono. That means like man-to-man, right? Red is still for 2 Banefires, 4 Unsealings, 3 Regisaur Alphas in the 75. Well, at least you have cards that require red and green in the converted mana cost. Here, only the backup on this card requires black, and only the backup on the Scrap Heap Scroungers require black. Although I guess with Unlicensed Disintegration, this falls under the same category. I am not fighting the fact this is a red-black aggro deck, guys. It's a red-black aggro deck, and it just killed us. Dear God, I am sorry that I called it mono-red. I hate this deck, and I can't wait till it rotates. I cannot wait till this stupid deck rotates. Buy Chandra, buy so many things. Just go away. Yeah, I'm salty. Salt's everywhere. This is what this deck does to us. Even chat's upset, right? Like, I'm upset. Everyone's upset. Just go away, red-black. See, I almost said mono red again. Yeah, I did. What the hell do we bring in versus this? Like, do we even stand a chance, period? Stupid deck. All right, let's get rid of Mox Amber. We're going to need some Aether Sphere Harvesters because we need to get in the air. Settle the Wreckage is probably good, but he's got cut to ribbons, so if we settle him, it's just going to ramp him, then he's going to cut us, or he's going to ribbons us. How do we get rid of 4 cards? Like, what 4 cards do we get rid of? Song of Freylease is nice, but, you know, we had that last game, and it wasn't enough. Danitha gains us a little bit of life. Black Blade's okay. Conjali Sunwing's actually really good. It's like I kind of want to just get rid of Danitha and like a bodyguard. But that's our lifelink. So if we get rid of Danitha, then we don't have any lifelink, and then Black Blade Reforged is not that great for us. So bodyguard, Danitha. We're gonna try to win with Shala. Yeah. Right, get rid of as many X1s. Yeah, okay, so we probably should just take out all the bodyguards, right? Maybe. I mean, that's just one card in his deck to completely rebuild our deck. Like, if you're worried about Goblin Chainwhirler, you shouldn't have played a deck with X1s in it in the first place, right? So, I do like Ripjaw Raptor versus these decks, though. I'm going to keep. We're going to get aggressive. We're going to get as aggressive as possible here, so. I don't like Black Blade. I actually just don't like the Black Blade. If you can get it on something, yeah, it's phenomenal. Right? I cut down on a bunch of stuff so that we kind of keep the idea of the deck together. Like, that's my go-to when I don't know what to cut. I just cut a little bit of everything so that we still have all of the plans. But yeah, I'm just getting aggressive here with the Dauntless Bodyguard. I think that's our best hope. Like, unfortunately, like we just lose the entire board to Goblin Chainwhirler, so your X1s, 2 mana dorks don't die because you're on the draw. Right? I mean, it's kind of where we're at. I'm just going to cast this. Get in for 2. Like I said, I just want to be aggressive. We don't even know if we're going to get lands to get to our Ripjaw Raptor. We could. If we can get to our Ripjaw Raptor, we might be alright. It should help us draw a couple additional cards, things like that. Conjali Sunwing's not that bad. The main reason I kept in the Songs of Freylease, you guys were asking, oh, why don't you just get rid of the Songs of Freylease? I think that you know, the Songs of Freylease are pretty much our only answer at being able to survive late game. Like, we need most of our things to grow a little bit before they profitably match up with the opponents in combat, and that's why I think the Song of Freylease was actually worth leaving in. Like, how does this ever match up versus Goblin Chainwhirler? How do any of these things ever match up versus Goblin Chainwhirler? See, he's got to a braid. All right, he's got to get rid of my Conjali Sunwing. Then he just plays his Goblin Chainwhirler, and he's got a fresh board. He played a 3/3 with First Strike and wiped my board like that. Oh, he made black mana. That's a PNLR. That's not a Goblin Chainwhirler yet. That's pretty good. We can handle that. Although the Thopter means, you know, we can't swing, but that's fine. Letter Madness. We're just going to die to red-black aggro and move on. Didn't mean to run you off, but, you know, it's just a deck, right? So I said mono red instead of red black. We'll see if he casts a black spell. Later Madness. Peace out, man. Yeah, oh, I hate this deck so much. I ran it for a long time. It's the best deck in the format, but whatever. He made black mana to cycle a slew. Deck is so mean it makes other people mean. Gets +1/+1 for each creature you control, right? So, as soon as he plays his Goblin Chain Whirler, it kills everything and does 1 damage to Sisay's Legacy. And then she dies too. Oh. I'm just going to play the Sunwing. They can go rot. I got you. Crew here. I mean, that's our best hope, is just get in the air, do as much damage as we can with flying, and gain as much life as we possibly can, and go from there. Like, unfortunately, he can actually stop us from gaining life here, so we'll see if he does it. We don't have any other use for the... Of course you've got it. Of course you'll have it. Yeah, I actually don't mind playing with or against the Grixis Bolus decks. When you play this red-black deck, you're not going to have a lot of fun. You're just not. Like, you're either going to just run over your opponent, or you're just not going to get the cards you need. So, my wife has a version of red-black that she's 5-0 to league with this season, and deck's good. The deck is really good. And then we'll just follow it up with a Dauntless Bodyguard. Like, I almost want to call the Kanjali Sunwing here. Yeah, I am. I'm going to call the Sunwing. Because if he removes everything and deals 1 point of damage to Sisay anyway, like, I don't think that's where we want to be. Maybe I should have swung with everything here. We really just like another land. Your boy's mean, and he loves black-red. I'm not saying I don't like red-black decks. I'm not saying I don't like Rakdos at all. That is not what I'm saying. I actually really do like Rakdos. I actually like red-black. I've always been a big Grixis fan. I like red-black. I like Izzet. Those are all exactly where I want to be in Magic. I kind of like the style of having burn and kill. I like the style of having aggressive creatures along with burn and kill. I do like it. It should be like the deck I want to play. And the only reason I quit playing it is because I got completely sick and tired of playing mirror matches and stuff like that. Like, I just did. I just got so tired of doing it. We're going to take our swing here. We're just going to take our little swing. We'll see if he decides he wants to block this. Yeah! Got him! Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Stupid. He was gonna pump on the Thopter, but we had him dead with everything else. Like, we gave him this sweet no. He wanted to pump on the Thopter. Like, that was the play. That was, if we swing with everything, his best blocks were to use PNLR to block. But I actually thought PNLR was supposed to get in front of Sisse. He didn't do that. And, yeah, got him. Alright, so do we change anything on the draw here? Ixalan's Binding might be great. Put that on a Phoenix and be like, what? What? Dauntless Bodyguard is probably just still really bad. I mean, it's aggressive, but we don't have, like, that kind of privilege. Ixalan's Binding in place of, like, a Silhouette, and then we'll run the 2 Settles on the draw. Like, that might be a little bit better. I think Baffling End takes care of most things, but on the draw, I think I really want to be able to deal with that Phoenix. So we'll see what happens. We did get a Binding. We do have some mana. We might be able to do some things. We'll see what happens. I mean, if we can get this Black Blade reforged on, you know, Sisse, we might be able to do some things. Nice. Don't Bowmat. Don't Bowmat on turn 1. Alright, now you can Bowmat all you want. Because we'll baffle it. We will baffle the Bowmat. I'll baffle Kari Zev too if he plays Kari Zev. No Kari. Let's see if he wants to spin in a Braid. Yeah, we're not being a very aggressive deck this game. But you know, we did sideboard to go into the longer game, so yeah, smash that like button if you want to see me go in tilt, because this is a mono red deck. You know, if any 2-color deck was ever mono colored, this one and mono green would be them. But mono green is still green black. Most people will splash the black in it. Let's Sunwing. Like, Sunwing's just a great card. I really do like Sunwing. Absolutely, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Probably going to be going on tilt a little bit more than normal, right? Whatever, opponent. Whatever. We take 6 this turn and lose a creature. Benos was probably the wrong answer here. Although, I would rather see him use some removal on Benelish on my next Kanjali. So, we'll see what happens. Mono green splashing for sleep. I think the Merfolk would be better. Just because you want to be more aggressive. And the Merfolk could do the same thing, like tap all the creatures that they control. So, this deck's just too good, guys. It dropped a PNLR through 2 unlicensed disintegrations at me. That's 6 per turn. You know, starting turn 4, turn 5, bam, 6 damage per. There's nothing you can do about that. I think the Merfolk that taps everything down is great. I'm gonna start taking shots every time Eric tilts. Yeah, I'm definitely on tilt. Oh, this my bad. My bad. It wasn't 6 this turn. This turn it was 7 because he had a little mana left over to pump. Sunwing, you have to save us. Watch this. Chandra, kill it, go. Yeah, done. Maybe I should have just been playing removal, baffling in on the PNLR, and then like Ixalan's Binding. I was trying to get down a blocker, but you know we're not going to get there. If you have another unlicensed disintegration, just do it. Don't toy with my emotions anymore. This deck is the reason I don't play Arena. This and mono green is the only thing I see on Arena. As soon as I got to gold status, like I was playing, and as soon as we got called it. Okay, so I'm going to concede because Chandra is going to kill my Kanjali Sunwing. He's going to hit me in the face for 3. We're going to be at 4. Then even if we Ixalan's Binding or you know Spore Swarm, anything else, we're dead. Dead, dead, dead. I'll play it. I'll play it. We'll play it out. Let's see what happens. Alright, so we have to... So he can pump the flyer enough, so if we don't get rid of the flyer or the PNLR, then we're just dead anyway. So we get rid of PNLR. We take 1 from the flyer, plus 2 more from the Chandra. We'll be left at 1. We get 1 more draw. So we'll take the PNLR. Maybe we should have taken the flyer, and then just chump block the PNLR. Like, that might have been better. He's got 2 cards left in hand here, though. Like, we do get to see 1 more card. Deck's too good. They gave it too many good pieces. Too many good pieces. Yeah. And then they just never let up. Yeah, that's all Arena is right now. It's just mono red, red black, mono green. Yeah, there's a bunch of wizards. There's a bunch of mono green, and anyone who actually has has the wild cards to get the lands will actually go ahead and splash black in either of those 2 decks, so that they can get the kill spells and stuff. You know. You're surprised people with mono white angels all the time. We've got a deck coming up for you guys here soon. Justin Clay has commissioned me to run a league with his black-white trials deck. That's pretty good. He recently went 5-0 with the deck and wants an entire league run with it. So he's commissioned me to do that. For those of you wondering, as far as commissions go, it's $50 for a league. That's a lot. $20 if you're not a patron and you want a deck tech and a game played. We'll do that, and you know I may or may not go tilt in the middle of that. That's my prerogative. Just depends. But yeah, Jeff, your deck's great. I like the deck, and if there wasn't Goblin Chain Whirler around, the deck would probably be really, really mean. But Goblin Chain Whirler just destroys this deck. So, like, if you're currently playing this and you're F&M, that's hard to believe, man. It just feels like this just gets owned so hard by Goblin Chain Whirler. Yeah, I get that if you can get down a Benelish Marshal, you know, that'd be great. There's no way that you're getting that Benelish Marshal down on time with this mini forest in the deck, though. So I don't know how much I actually like Benelish Marshal in the deck, but, you know, the deck's pretty sweet. Mox Amber here for just a little bit of extra land. I mean, you're only running the 23 if you count the Mox Amber. But then again, you know, this is a land that may or may not even produce mana. Also, you know, like, maybe it's Detection Tower is what you actually had here, but I personally think that Reliquary Tower is not that great. So I mean, the list you sent me had Reliquary Tower in it, so that's what I pulled. So maybe it's supposed to be Detection Tower, but I can't really understand why you'd want Detection Tower either. But for the most part, the deck's pretty sweet. I do like Dauntless Bodyguard, it being able to protect Shalot and things like that. And I may have just played it completely wrong. Maybe I should have played it much slower or something. But yeah, that's where we're at, man. If Goblin Chain Whirler's in your meta, you can't play this, man. You're just gonna get mad all the time, just like I did, because you're not making top 8, not with Goblin Chain Whirler around. I just don't see it. I just do not see this deck making top 8 in a competitive FNM. And let's face it, most of our FNMs are pretty competitive. Like, these guys, they don't want to lose. This is their one night a week to really play some Magic. They don't want to lose. So I just couldn't recommend taking this into a Goblin Chain Whirler meta. Although most of these cards do stick around. Most of these cards will survive rotation. So you may be in a really, really good spot with this deck come next set. We'll just have to see. And Selesnya is going to get some help. I mean, there's going to be some good help coming out of Guilds of Ravnica, I assume. Either way, that's what I've got for you guys. If you guys want to get in on September's Patreon games, first link in the description box below. You can sign up. I will run your decks, whether they are, like, no matter what you put there, you can hand me 60 islands and I'll play it. And I promise if we're losing, I will be on tilt about it. Alright? Like, I will be upset that we are not winning. Upset. Yeah. I mean, these are great cards. Dauntless Bodyguard it's a really cool card. Great concept. I really like it. The fact that it's in a Chain Whirler meta. Bleh. Knight of Grace, we didn't get to see any of those. Knight of Grace is actually a really good card. They can't Unlicensed Disintegrate this because Unlicensed is also a black card. So that's pretty cool, but, you know, dies to a Braid, Lightning Strike, all of those good things, dies to Chandra. And then, of course, you know, Seal Away, absolutely great. So, I mean, the deck is pretty sweet. As far as, you know, changes, I told you the changes that I would make. I think that the deck definitely needs some more, you know, 2 toughness bodies. And I think that a Johnny would be terrific in the deck. I think that Watley would be terrific in the deck. I think Watley would be better in the deck. Just make sure it was the right person. If it is, you'll awesome, Justin. I'll check my PayPal there, and we'll see what happens. I'm sure it is. I mean, if you send it to SideboardMTG@gmail.com, I'm sure I got it. Which is the email. If you guys want to contact me for anything, I do check that occasionally. Right? Like, how often do I really check my email? Like when I get a notification. Probably like the rest of you. Anyway, guys, my name's Eric. You've been watching SideboardMTG, and I did have a lot of fun. And it's always good to just see why we don't do things, because Goblin Chain Whirler is a menace to our meta. That card was a mistake, alright? You can't give someone a card that just hoses most mid-range cards and completely destroys all early game cards. You just can't do that. It's just too powerful. And we just right then got to see like just the full power. So yeah, we've got more Patreon games coming up for you guys tomorrow night. We're gonna have 3 more killer decks. I hope you like them, and if you do, don't forget to give them a thumbs up. Let more people get a chance to see these guys' decks. Right? Like, these guys worked hard on their decks, and you know, they just wanted to show them off a little bit. So, but remember, if we take anything away from this, X1s, yeah, right? The dumb Dino was better. Like, the Dino might not have been as oppressive as Goblin Chain Whirler. I mean, they had Menace, for crying out loud. I mean, at least you could block it in combat if you had a couple creatures. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so they got rid of Rampaging Ferocidon because Rampaging Ferocidon held back the meta. as in kept people from playing life gain strategies, right? I can't understand for the life of me why they wouldn't get rid of Goblin Chainwhirler for the exact same reason. Right now, Goblin Chainwhirler completely holds back any strategy of small dudes, of go wide small dudes. Sapperlings it was an interesting deck. Well, I quit Magic Online for MTG Arena. No. Not even... No. I may start playing some MTG Arena when the wipe happens, and after rotation and things like that. But I am currently just not interested in the. I'm just currently not interested in MTG Arena. Like, as soon as I got beyond, you know, bronze and silver and we got into gold, like, all of a sudden you just could not get a matchup that wasn't, like, you couldn't get a matchup that wasn't red or green. Occasionally you'd get a Grixis, you know, somebody who had stuck a bunch of money into it so they could have all the lands. So as long as there's a good mono green deck or a good mono red deck or a good mono any color deck, that's the only thing you're going to see on Arena. Like, yeah. Jeffrey, we got Goblin Chainwhirler, man. Jeffrey, we got Goblin Chainwhirler. It happened. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Goblin Chainwhirler is so bad. So bad. I see you, Jack Breacher. 60%. Jeff, you can go back and watch the replay, man. It was a cool deck. Purchase some Ajani's. Purchase some green-white Watleys. Throw those in this deck. You'll have some real fun with that. Get rid of this Black Blade Reforged. This is cute. This is cute. I get it. Card's awesome if you can get it attached. Ajani is the real deal, man. I'm telling you, man. Ajani is the real deal. Justin Clay, what is your picture? What is that picture? Yeah? Just got home from work? Well, go back, sit down, watch me get absolutely hosed by Red Black. Probably made a bunch of mistakes or whatever, but thank you very much for your patronage, and hope you enjoyed the deck and the deck tech and me going on tilt over Red Black aggro. Oh my goodness. Right? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Ajani, he's a real deal, man. I'm serious. Throw you some Ajani's in this deck. And, I mean, worst case scenario, your Sapperlings just all of a sudden start outgrowing Goblin Chainwhirlers. You know, you make anything big. So, you know, that's, it's real, man. I really think Ajani could fit in this deck. But, guys, that's all I've got for tonight. I hope you all had a lot of fun watching. I had a lot of fun playing, even against the Red-Black deck. Oh, support us, yeah, whatever. You know the YouTube spiel. Do that thing. Subscribe, all the other things. But, yeah. We'll have some fun tomorrow night. We got some more decks for you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy the music. Catch you later.